Smite reveals the first god of a brand new Pantheon, and Riot claims cooperation in California discrimination probe, but the government alleges otherwise. All that and more, I'm Ethos, and this is Free to Play Weekly. First off in the news this week, if you're looking for a weekend game, then feel free to check out Epic Games Store's latest free offering, Enter the Gungeon, A Farewell to Arms. This dungeon crawler from Dodge Roll should fill in some of your weekend hours very nicely. And as an added bonus, you'll save yourself $15, which is always great. To grab your free copy of Enter the Gungeon, all you need to do is go to the Epic Games Store before June 20th. And moving on, the Conqueror's Blade team wasn't ready for the influx of players it received when the open beta started up, but it's working hard to address issues and players' concerns while also adding new content to the game. In today's dev video from game producer Alexei Lekranov, sorry if I butchered your name, he answers some of these questions posed by the community, as well as giving a call out to the patch that went out earlier this last week that addressed balance, stability, and matchmaking issues. For the future of economy, free trading isn't in the works, but a form of trading between house members may be implemented, and auction house bots are in their sights. In terms of gameplay, class balance is always a work in progress, though the update does remind players that it doesn't just mean 1v1 balance. Borders between territories will be opened really soon, and the plan is to introduce a new map every week, with this week's entry being a siege map, Valley Fortress. Also, a new unit line is in the works for the game's next big update. A new god is coming to Smite, but he's not just any god, he's a supreme god, and the first of the West African Yoruba Pantheon to join the battleground of the gods. Olorin is unique even among the gods of his own Pantheon, in that he isn't some kind of god that gets involved in human affairs, other than have to have created everything. Now, while Titanforge has revealed the new character, they have yet to drop the full details on his kit. Instead, those interested in the game's development and the character design process might be excited to read about how the game's version of Olorin was created. If you're interested in reading more about this god, you can check out the closer look post on Smite's official website. And moving on, look, this is just strange, but I'm just gonna share it with you guys anyways because I just thought it was pretty hilarious. So ever since shooters first became on the scene, there's always been concerned adults everywhere, and certain politicians who have railed against them as being a bad influence on children. We already know all that, but did you know that apparently video games as of recent can cause issues with utility poles? Now apparently this is the latest danger to society that video games has caused apparently. So the Israel Electric Corporation has actually sent a letter to Epic Games directed at their CEO, Tim Sweeney, expressing concern about the disturbing and worry phenomenon of players who climb up electricity poles freely and without restriction in Fortnite Battle Royale. So, according to this letter, the IEC invests enormous resources in educating the public about the dangers of I'm sorry, I don't even want to. I really don't even. Do I really need to? Look, all you need to know is they actually sent a letter saying that Fortnite is somehow influencing kids to believe that it's okay to jump on climbing poles onto electric poles and jump on the wires, which blows my mind because I didn't even know you could do that in Fortnite, but apparently you can. So the more you know, kids, don't climb up electric poles. Please don't. It's not good for you. Not good for your health. Please don't. Okay. Alright, moving into more serious news for our final news piece. So, Riot Games is not finished dealing with the fallout surrounding their gender discrimination and sexual harassment issues brought forth by employees last year. And now the government is involved, or at least the state of California. Now, they've been involved for a while, but things are now starting to get pretty heated. So, last week, Kotaku had reported that the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing are in the process of filing a suit against the game developer designed to make them provide documentation related to an investigation into gender discrimination reported by Riot employees. Now, according to the DFEH, even though the investigation was open last October, the game developer has yet to provide any of the requested information on employee pay. Now, this is despite meeting with Riot on several occasions. Now, the organization is seeking employment data that employees are required by law to keep on hand. The requested information is permanent to the accusations of gender discrimination affecting the pay at the company. Now, Riot, for their most part, has responded to this suit, telling Kotaku that they've been in quote-unquote active conversations with the government organization since the investigation began. And they also added that they've promptly responded to requests and have provided around 2,500 pages of documents and several thousand lines of pay data to the DFEH. Riot also notes that they've been trying to get the DFEH to hop on the phone with them to discuss things. Now that's not a tactic you generally see used with the government, since they love to do everything in written format and not orally. Now, it's best to either do the written format, or the other option involves them generally showing up at your door, and trust me, nobody wants that. So this will be pretty interesting to see how it plays out. And that moves us on to the question of the week. You know what, screw it. I just want to know, let me know in the comments below, for you guys who heard about Fortnite or played Fortnite, did anybody know you could climb up the electric poles and jump on the wires and stuff? I wasn't aware of this. Let me know let me know if you knew in the comment section below. And that's it for this week's Free to Play Weekly. Don't forget to check out mmobomb.com for giveaways and the latest news. My name is Ethos, and I'll catch you guys next week. Peace out, everyone.